Hello, you all. Welcome to my channel. Okay, this is going to be another royal reading. If you are new, welcome to subscribe, join the family, and check out all the Vimeo links and other links in the box below. Thank you so much for all the support. Of course, I just want to start by saying my condolences to the royal family, the Commonwealth, everybody who knew Prince Philip, from his grandchildren to diplomats, politicians, neighbors, royal family member, staff. He has died at 99, lived a full life, 1 year, actually a couple months shy from being 100, I believe, or, a couple months from being, months to a year from being 100, which would be a century. So he's lived a very full life. He served his country and the people very, very well. And for that, we thank him for his service. We thank him for everything that he's been able to give up and sacrifice in order to be by the Queen's side and to serve his country so well, so well, and may he rest in peace, and may his legacy and his memory live on forever. So you all, let's go ahead with this reading, because we have not heard official word about Meghan attending. I'm sure maybe even as I'm making this video live for you all, live streaming here live. If you subscribe, you'll see all the live videos as well. Maybe we'll get news. Okay, maybe as I'm pulling cards, you all, we'll finally get news about if she's going to attend or not. That's what I'm actually hoping, quite frankly, because we still don't know. Okay, we still don't know if she's even really going to be going. We've heard a lot about Harry. We've heard a lot about Catherine and William and Archewell and their foundation, but we have not heard if Meghan, which is pregnant. Okay, she's due, I believe, in May or June. Let me see what month she's actually due to be giving birth to a daughter. Let's see her due date real quick. Arrive the summer. Okay, so it's going to be sometime in the summer. All right. So as we all know, pregnant women a lot of times are, they are, well, doctors like to steer them away from traveling and stuff like that. But in this case, this is different, you all. This is different. Meghan and Harry took it upon themselves to go through with this CBS interview with Oprah Winfrey, the Oprah Winfrey, and, not just the UK, not just the British public, not just the British media, everybody was kind of caught off guard when Prince Philip at the time was in the hospital and was sick, right? And some people and some British media outlets were even calling for the couple to pause the CBS special, to not go through with launching certain foundations, trying to, redo their brand and up their image while Prince Philip was laying sick in the hospital. And we saw those emotional pictures of Prince Charles visiting his father, So let's go ahead and see, now that all is said and done, it wasn't the nicest, I don't want to really go down that rabbit hole, but what I will say briefly before we pull the cards here about Meghan is the Duchess of Sussex. What I will bring up for the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, is that, to have your life come to a close and have your, Terry and Meghan, his wife, do that interview, trashing the royal family, exposing a lot of things that they claim is truth. These are allegations, nevertheless. But according to Harry and Meghan, those are truths. That's their truth, and they have experienced, X, Y, and Z, and no one's taking that away from them. On top of that, we had Meghan claiming that she was suicidal. She was wanting to leave this planet. She couldn't take the pressure. She was unhappy, very unhappy. Meghan even went as far as to say that she was rejected. She was declined to get help from the royal family, from the firm, as she calls it, which Diana also called it the firm as well. And so, it was sad. I think it's quite sad that Prince Philip had to to have his life come to a close on the heels of that very controversial interview. And no one can deny that. That must have stressed everybody out. It possibly could have pushed everybody off the edge. They're not responsible. They're not responsible when you are being ridiculed, when your family's being ridiculed on that magnitude, on that scale. It's bound to cause stress. Okay. So that's very sad. And I'm sure that Philip would love to see Meghan and Harry more. I'm sure that he would have loved to have lived past even 100, just to be around his grandchildren and see them grow up, and sprout. But he did pass, and God rest his soul. So let's go ahead and axe the cards here. I've shuffled, I've cleansed all my decks. Let's see. Okay. Let's see Meghan's current feelings. I'm actually going to do a lot of different questions here because I am quite curious. I know you all are as well. And because of circumstances, I do want to see what's going on with Meghan's energy because we haven't heard much about it. And I may do, you all stay tuned. I may do another video about their statement on their website. I checked it out. I don't know if you all saw it, but I checked it out and it was one line. It was one sentence. Did you all see that on the website? It's the Archwell website. It was one line, and it seemed rather cold to me. Now, am I reading too deep into it, you all? It seemed quite cold to me. It was saying, "Thank you, you'll be missed." You couldn't say more than that. You couldn't say a little bit more, maybe even 2-3 sentences more. Okay, so maybe I'll cover that in this reading. Maybe I'll cover it in another video or extend it on Vimeo. We'll see. Okay, if there was any kind of malice behind that or nonchalant behavior behind that. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 decks here. This is a very serious reading. I know it's going to be fun to read, but I know this is going to be serious because, this is a funeral we're talking about. It's not a wedding, right? Or bar mitzvah or baby shower or quinceañera or, bachelorette party. This is a funeral. So it's quite different occasion, quite different setting, right? So let's see now. Let's see. So what's the first question I want to ask the cards here? Okay. How did Meghan feel when she got the news? Okay, let's start from there, right? Let's start from the very beginning. How did Meghan feel when she got the news about Prince Philip passing away? I'm going to say the Duke of Edinburgh, the Queen's husband, passing away, please. Okay, there's Meghan. Okay, Meghan is a strength card, Leo. It came out reversed. We'll see why that is. Okay, how did Meghan feel getting the news about the Duke of Edinburgh, please, passing away? 4 of Pentacles, reverse. The Empress. There's a pregnancy card. There's that pregnancy card, you all. Okay. Okay, what are we going to find here? I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see. How did she feel when she got the news? The Emperor reversed. Okay, how does she feel? I'll put these cards back. They fell out. Knight of Swords. How did she feel? 7 of Cups. Okay, I'm not getting any emotion here. I'm not getting any emotional base cards here. How did Meghan feel, Spirit? And only good energy and the truth will come out in these cards. I bless my cards. I bless this reading. Thank you. Thank you for these messages, please. Show us the truth here. How did she feel? Conflict. Conflict. 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Okay. It looked like, okay. It seems to me, based upon the cards here, that she went straight to herself. Queen of Cups. Strength. Major Arcana. Okay. It looks like she was concerned more about herself here. Unfortunately. Any emotion? I don't see any emotional card. And the cups, right? The cups is emotion. So I have 6 of cups, to be fair, and I have 7 of cups, but these are not really cards speaking about current energy. This is speaking about options. This is speaking about fantasies, daydreams, wishful thinking, but it's not speaking about actual emotion. Okay. So let's get some emotion, please. Let's see if there's any emotional cards that come out. Like any, sympathetic. King of Pentacles. Okay. So his will, the money. How does she feel? How did Meghan feel? 3 of Cups. Okay. So her mind, we have 3 of Cups twice. 3 of Cups twice. Okay. The Devil card is right behind. Okay. So she was thinking about who's going to be invited to this funeral. So her mind went to the funeral. Her mind went to if she will be invited, is what I'm hearing. If she's allowed to go, if she's going to go, what are they going to think about me? Okay. Her mind went to herself. I'm not getting any kind of sadness here. I mean, I'm being non-biased. I'm being objective, you all. We have the Devil. So I don't know what the hell that can't be positive, can it? If it's a Devil card. I don't want to judge her wrongly. This is all entertainment purposes only. Everything I say in this video is opinion and alleged only. It's not fact. It's not based in any kind of truth unless proven with evidence and facts, which it normally is. Okay, so let's just get Meghan. How did you feel about Prince Philip passing away, please? How did you feel, sweetheart? Show us the cards now. The Lovers. How did you feel? No emotion? 10 of Swords. Okay, so she thought that it was misfortunate. She was shocked a little bit. She was a little bit shocked. Ooh. She felt like she'd be blamed for this. That's what she thought, you all. Even though she's pregnant, she felt like she'd be blamed for this in some way, shape, or form. So immediately, she went into panic mode a little bit for herself because she knows what she said about the family. She knows what Harry said about the family. She knows that they're kind of basically outcasted at this point, very embarrassed. They should be embarrassed, quite frankly. So, wow. So the money is coming up, right? The festivities, or for lack of a better word, the get together, the royal family. I'm sure friends of Prince Philip who grew up with him or knew him or worked alongside of him for all these years, 70 plus years of service, 70 plus years of marriage. How many? 60 plus years of marriage, 70 plus years of service. How many people could say that? How many people can even say that? So what a great legacy, you all. Great service, right? So it seems like Meghan is more preoccupied about if she's going to be accepted or not to this occasion here. Okay, if she's even allowed, is what I'm hearing. If she's even allowed to go. So based upon the cards here and the energy, right? It feels like she's quite detached from Harry. It feels like it's kind of like a single party of one, is what I'm getting. It feels like Harry is just in his own island and she's in her own island. And it feels like the royal family is kind of, cherry picking here. According to her, it feels like she feels like the royal family is cherry picking. So basically, Harry would get the call, Harry would get the information, and she's second to last. That's how it's coming across. It's all alleged. I'm not sure if she was on the phone call or the FaceTime or the Zoom call or the Cisco. I'm not sure if she was privy to the information at the exact same time, because it feels like Harry is kind of like one step ahead, and it feels like she's kind of lagging behind. Maybe because of the pregnancy, that's the case. That's the only reason why. There may not be any, bad blood or malice to that. We have to be fair here. That may not be it may not be as deep as we could see that or perceive that. It just may be the fact maybe he was, out and about. He got the phone call. She was at home. You see what I'm saying? It may just be as simple as that. It may not be like that they wanted to just call him Or it could be. Maybe it could be a situation where they wanted to only call Harry. They didn't want to necessarily have a joint Zoom or a joint phone call. I mean, the energy feels like Harry got the information before her. That's how it's coming across to me, okay? Just telling you all what I feel. It's not fact. It's just what I'm feeling intuitively, okay? Knight of Wands reversed. And, you know, the Empress is a pregnancy card, you all. So it could just be a simple situation where, you know, they called Harry, you know, he is the, you know, blood related, and it's just that simple. It's not any, no hard feelings, basically. No hard feelings. Just he was on speed dial, you know. And it's funny because now I'm getting Prince Charles energy. And do you remember, you all, when Prince Harry said that Charles cut him off and wasn't answering his phone calls? Do you all remember that telltale lie that he said, that Charles was not answering his phone calls, which we know is not true. Okay, we know that Charles would answer his son. We know that Charles has been supporting his lifestyle. So that's just a bunch of hot air and hot fuel and gas. But according to Harry in the Oprah interview, Charles was ignoring his calls, but yet he's got the call about Prince Philip. So it's funny how the tables turn, you all. You know, if Harry was really cut off like he says, he would not even be in this conversation. He would not even be set to go, because Harry and William will be there. That is a clear yes for me. Unless last minute, now they all have free will, they all have free choice. So unless Meghan pulls the trigger, unless because of the pandemic, last minute something happens, which I don't feel it will, because everything's already scheduled, everything's already set and planned and done and sealed and done. But unless something last minute happens, which I'm telling you all, it could happen, okay? Because anything could happen with this couple. So maybe last minute, something may change, is what I mean. Because in the reading that I did yesterday, which I'll link in the box below and at the end of the video on the screen, what I picked up in the other reading is that it's gray. I was seeing a gray area, which means if they have a good enough excuse, or they're simply, you know, in a way kind of excluded in a roundabout way, which I don't like. Once again, I don't see that happening with Harry, but if that is what happens last minute, it is a possibility. Okay. So let's not ignore that possibility that maybe she will not go, maybe he will not go last minute. But as far as it stands, as far as it remains, I do believe that Harry will go. Okay. How did Meghan feel about getting the news here? Four of Swords reverse. Three of Swords. So this was This was a shock. This was a sharp pain to the heart. And I don't want to use this word because I want to be very careful here. Well, the word guilt comes to mind, but I don't want to say that, okay? Let me get a clarifier, please. Two of Wands reverse. Confusion. Confusion. There's a little bit of, this is strange, you all. Why is there anger? Why is there fury? Why is there this fiery energy? Like, it's showing over here as well, you all. It's showing here. It's showing here. So, this is strange. I mean, you get a call about a family member, whether it's by blood or by marriage, passing away, you'd be crying, you'd be solemn, you'd be sad, you'd be reminiscing, right? That's normal emotions. That's normal emotions. You wouldn't be angry. You wouldn't be, unless there was problems between you and this person, right? There was bad blood, which I don't know if there was. We don't know. We're not privy to that information, but the cards can tell us a hell of a lot, innit? Nine of Wands reversed. Oh, yeah. I think that she actually felt a little bit guilty. Yes, that's what I feel. And that would exactly explain why we still have not got confirmation if she's going to go. And that would explain exactly why I felt yesterday when I said that she, if she does go, will change her tune. She's not going to smile as much. If she does go, she's not going to smile as much. She's not going to be her usual self. She's going to have her tail between her legs, is what I'm saying. Okay. She may not even want to really show her face because she's not had the best experience in England. We all know this. According to her and what she felt like she experienced, which is fair, you know, we're not in her shoes. I'm not in her shoes, and I'm not going to judge her. You know, she felt that she was done wrong. She felt like she couldn't win. Okay. Now that's her opinion. So I'm not going to poo-poo that, but the cards are coming across to me like it stinged. You know, when you scrape your knee and you have a bruise and it's exposed and there's a little bit of blood, and maybe if you scratched your leg on the floor, you fell, you know, cement or scrapings. That's what this is feeling like to me. Like it just, ooh, ouch, like it hurts. It stings. It makes you feel uncomfortable. So I'm not getting sadness necessarily. I'm sure she was. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure she was sad to hear the news. I mean, who wouldn't, right? If you're a human being with human emotions and you have a pure heart, you're going to feel a little bit bad, okay? So if not a little bit, okay? So yes, the Three of Swords speaks to heartbreak. The Three of Swords speaks to sadness. So yeah, she did feel like she gasps. She gasped. I'm seeing that she did kind of go, oh my God, like, oh my God, Harry. Yeah, she did. Why do I have the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles? Money cards again, you all. Money, 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 money. We're asking about how did she feel when she received the news? How did she feel when she received the news of the death of the Duke of Edinburgh, please? The Hangman reverse, the Eight of Cups reverse, the Page of Swords reverse, the Ten of Cups reverse. The end of an era. Okay, but it's in reverse, which I don't like that card in reverse. That's a very positive card. The Ten of Cups upright is a very beautiful, positive card. And for some reason, I have it in reverse, which is also very strange to me. Very strange cards here for this question. Seven of Pentacles. Judgment. Yeah, so once again, we're going back to, and the Page of Pentacles again. I have the Page of Pentacles twice. Okay. Yeah. So it was a brief moment of shock. I do see her. She was like, oh my gosh. I do see that she was quite stunned. And then after those feelings wore off, I see there's more energy here with her feeling a little bit bad because of what she said, the interview, her not being around the family. It's not like she could just drive over to the Clarence house or go visit Charles in a moment of grieving and silence. It's not like she could go to, the Queen's room and hug her and say, Grandma, I'm so sorry to hear for the loss of your husband. It's not like she could just actually be around the family and hug them and cry with them. She's in goddamn California, for God's sake. She's not able to access the family. It's called the royal family for a reason. It's called the royal family for a reason. And this is what she's dwelling upon. I see Meghan here. I feel Meghan here was dwelling upon this. Like, you know what? All these different people in the family that I'm sure I would be able to hug and kiss on the cheek and have a spot of tea with, and discuss how many great memories he's created with his wife, the Queen of England, the Queen of the Commonwealth, a symbol for a nation. It feels like Meghan is saying to herself, my God, are they going to judge me? Are they going to say, what on earth did she do? Or what did she cause? What uproar did she cause? So she's it's not a victim mentality necessarily, but it is this energy of she's worried, you all. This is genuine now. Meghan is worried. She's worried that people are going to think that she has put a dagger in the royal family's heart. And Prince Philip is the first victim. And I'm actually getting quite emotional as I'm reading this, because it does feel like she thought to herself for a split second, try to push back the energy, try to push back the memory, try to push back the reality, which is she's not there. She's not there to comfort the family. She's not there to share in any of this. It's an outcast energy, whether she did it to herself or people did it to her. It's an outcast energy of, I'm not a part of the clique. I'm not a part of the club. I'm not in the family. I'm an estranged member of the royal family. This is how it feels, you all. This is how this feels. Yes. I told you. See? Detach. She feels removed emotionally. Emotionally, she's not connected. And she is Prince Harry's wife. So she should be connected. She should be plugged in. She should feel the pain. And it feels like she's blocked. Throat chakra. Any other fellow readers, intuitive psychics, Reiki healers, people who work in the arts, people who know the occult or mysticism or spirituality, you study, you practice, you know what this means. You know what this means. The throat chakra is about speaking your truth and speaking up. Meghan cannot articulate what she feels. She's not able to tap in the way I feel a healthy, functioning human should. So I think she needs to get help. I think she needs to get help, because whatever she's experienced, whatever kind of anxiety and depression she is battling, or she's witnessed Harry battle because of the loss of his mother. Rest in peace to also Princess Diana. We've lost another legend of the royal family, you know, an era that is ending clearly. And she's detached. It can't get any clearer than that. She is detached. She's not plugged in. She's not emotionally tuned in. She doesn't know how to grieve. And maybe that's because of her upbringing, or maybe it's because of this tough shield that she's put on herself to protect herself, according to her, from bad press, from negativity, you know, from bad energy. And I understand that, Meghan. I get all that, okay? But it's like she's bracing for impact. There's an energy here where Meghan is bracing for impact. I am feeling Piers Morgan's energy. I don't want to throw him in here, but I am getting Piers Morgan. So maybe she's kind of afraid that someone's going to call her out. I don't know what that's. I mean, I don't have any personal feelings about it, as you all know. You know, I don't have much to say about that. You know, they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? They did the interview. They didn't cancel it, did they? When the Duke of Edinburgh was on the table, metaphorically speaking, the hospital bed, they didn't cancel the interview. They didn't fly over and visit him, did they? Right. So the proof is in the behavior. You know, it's one thing if somebody says something, but it's a completely different situation when the actions don't match the words, right? There's no follow through. So somebody could say all they want. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear for your loss. Oh, but then somebody actually showing that they give a damn and showing up and being present and connecting with your throat chakra, number 5. Number 5 is also like the tower energy. Okay, that gives me tower vibes, like a shock to the system, right? The throat chakra is about speaking your truth, being authentic. She doesn't have it. Okay, she doesn't have it. Whether it's because she's trying to mask it because she's also in pain and she's also in terror and she's also upset. You know, it's pain. It's pain. It's pain all around. But it doesn't feel like it's pain for Philip. It feels like it's pain for the fact that she's not in the same position she once was. You know, they stepped down. You know, Harry is a working man. Harry is a part of a Silicon Valley mental health tech hub. And you know, they haven't got a clue, you all. They really haven't got a clue. So, you know, there's the situation at hand. Detached. And you all can make your own conclusions as to what this card means. I think going into it is not going to do Prince Philip any justice. What is the energy surrounding this funeral in regards to Meghan Markle, please? Like, I almost want to ask the cards about the Queen. Like, is the Queen wanting her to even go? I have so many questions here. Let's see what I can do. Going to do my very best, you all, to get to the bottom of this now. Let me just put these all upright. I'm cleansing this deck. I have my sage over here. I'm going to put these cards out, and we're going to ask a different question now, okay? Very sad to see those cards, you all. Very, 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 very sad. And it does feel, you know, whether Meghan can admit this to herself or not, with their, you know, she was thinking about how it would be to actually go and visit the queen, give her a big, lovely hug, have some tea with her, cry with her, mourn with her. And, it made her feel bad. It made her feel like, wow, I'm not really in this family right now. I am on the outskirts looking in like a kid in a candy shop outside. It's like seeing all the other kids in the candy shop getting their favorite treats and sweets. And it's like you're on the outside looking in, and you can't get the same candy, right? You can't get the same bag of Skittles. You're just on the outskirts and you're not included. You're not included. So I don't know if that's going to translate into something else. Is she not included? Is she not invited? I don't really want to say that. I really don't want to think that, because she is still married to Harry and she has a child on the way, and family is family. Family is not perfect. Let's be real now. Family is not perfect. And, we all make mistakes. Harry and Meghan's mistake, or wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. Okay. But we all do have, not all of us, but sometimes we have people in the family who, bicker and argue and cause problems, and that's normal. Okay. But what's not normal is not being able to grieve and connect with somebody who is so close to you. This is Harry's grandfather, and this is not like this is some kind of fluke. This is a man who was by the Queen's side every chance he could, every chance that he needed to be there. He was there, and he never caused any troubles. He never complained. He never explained. Very similar to Margaret and Camilla. Very similar energy. Like they just do. Oh, and the what's the other one I'm thinking about right now? What's her name? There's another royal that I'm picking up here. Let me look up her name. Excuse me, you all. What is her name? There's another royal that I'm picking up with blonde. She has blonde hair, very nice looking lady, very sweet. Let me see what her name is. It's not Zara. Ah, there she is. There she is. Is this the lady? Let me look it up real quick. I want to get this the title right. I know her name, but I just want to get there it is. Sophie of Wessex. Beautiful lady. Yes. That's the energy I'm getting for Prince Philip. Very similar to her. Very humble, very subdued, very classy, very fresh, very present. Their throat chakra is very open. Like I see with Philip, with Sophie, with Margaret, the energy is very similar. Camilla, it's an energy of being able to articulate, express yourself. I feel like Prince Philip was actually quite creative as well. I don't think that many people, maybe at the funeral, they'll highlight that. I know that Sophie of Wessex, I know her husband has touched upon how Philip had a sense of humor. And that's what I also felt in the other videos I've done about this situation. The topic at hand, is that I do get the vibe as well that Philip was quite funny, quite creative, actually. And I don't think that many people know this about him. And that's the vibe that I'm getting, is that they had no problem giving. It doesn't feel like with Harry and Philip, they had any real issue. So I don't know if she's not invited. I'm beginning to question now she's invited. I'm beginning to question this now based upon the energy, you all. I'm going to be on. I'm beginning to question if they really want Meghan there. So let's see. So what's the first question shall I ask? Okay, this seems appropriate. Does the royal family in general want Meghan to go? Show us the truth, please. We have a death card. Is that upright or reversed? Reverse, they're telling me. My intuition is telling me it's a reverse. Okay, does the royal family even want Meghan to go? Let's get to the bottom of this now. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, they think that she's there for some kind of money. And maybe Harry too. Get a very sad energy here. Does the royal family want Meghan to go, please? Do they even want her there? Like, let's see now. In particular, the Queen and Prince Charles, please. 7 of Swords. Okay, the royal family believes that she will not be in this marriage for much longer. It's not exactly on topic, but the 7 of Swords with the Sun card. Sun is also Leo. Sun is about Archie. Sun is about a son. The sun is the sun. Okay? So the energy I'm getting here is the royal family actually kind of feels that maybe they're not even going to last. And when I say them, I mean Harry and Meghan. So they're under the assumption that they're not going to be together for the long haul. Three, 6, 9. Yeah, 9 of Swords. You guys saw that? I said 3, 6, 9, right? And the 9 of Swords comes out. As soon as I said 9, the 9 of Swords comes out. 999. Okay, 999 reverse is 666. Like symbolically, it's 9 is 6 upside down. Upside down 9 is 6. 6 is about change. So they're under the assumption that they're not going to last. Now, if that's what I'm getting. Now, 3, 6, 9. Okay. Justice Libra. I believe that Meghan is a Libra moon. She has Libra in her chart. Libra is a cardinal sign. Libra is an air sign. 6 of Swords. The cards are not positive here for the most part. Okay. The energy coming up with this question is in regards to Archie, in regards to the foundation. Once again, it goes back to family. The foundation is cracked. So they feel that Meghan is off base with her approach to the royal family in general. Like, they feel that her perspective, her lens in which she sees them is a racist one. That's what I'm getting. They feel that her lens is that they're all racist. Straight, no chaser. So the royal family feels like they're being judged. They're being judged. Remember, justice, the justice card is also about the courts, the high courts, the royal courts, legal. So, this is going back to the Oprah interview. This is going right back to the scandal. Knight of Pentacles, 3, 6, 9. One more, please. 3 of Cups reverse. Gossip. Gossip. Yeah. They think she's trouble, you all. It's not telling me yes or no, but what it is telling me is that they believe that if she will be in attendance, trouble will ensue. Bad luck will follow. That is very clear. Clear as day. Clear as day. They're not bothered. Okay, they're not bothered if she shows up or not, but the royal family's energy is that they just want to have a good day. They just want this to be a beautiful funeral. They just want things to go smoothly. All the horses groomed, all the guardsmen there, all the security backed up. They just want things to go according to plan. Okay. They're not really concerned about Meghan, is what I'm getting. She's like the phrase I'm getting from spirit is she's like a fish out of water, a part of a sea. Like Meghan's like in a fish bubble amongst a mass of people. So it's a drop in the sea. It's a drop in the sand. It's not the end all be end all. If she goes, she goes. If she doesn't go, she doesn't go. They're not paying her any mind. The royal family is not paying Meghan any mind. They're focused on Philip. They're focused on the procession. They're focused on the formality. They're focused on seeing other royal members, seeing other family, exchanging a couple words, reconnecting, bonding over this, loss, the transition that Philip has gone through, going to the other side, right? Like, as they say, okay? Does the royal family want Meghan to be in attendance, please? How do they feel about Meghan going, if she does go, or if she will be there, or if she doesn't go? What are their general feelings, please, about Meghan and the funeral, please? Do they want her to go? Do they want her to go? Patience. Patience. Have a cool head and a steady arm. So what this is telling me, number 16, 6 plus 1 is 7, perfection, perfection. What I'm getting here, you all, is if she does turn up, right, they don't want their anger to get the best of them. They don't want the energy to be messed up because of Meghan, and the shenanigans around the Oprah interview. They don't want this to mess up the day. Level-headed, focused on the task at hand. That's what I'm getting here. So they don't want Meghan to steal the thunder. They really don't want Meghan to mess anything up. Okay. It's like the energy here is, I'll love you from afar. Okay. I see you. I recognize you, but I'm going to love you from afar. So what I'm also getting is perhaps in the actual pew or when they walk in, there's going to be certain formality, a certain structure. So Meghan, I feel, is going to be in the background. I don't feel that if Meghan goes, they're going to push her in the very, very front. Because what I'm getting is William's wife, Duchess of Cambridge, okay? Kate Middleton, as we all know her, right? Katie, Catherine. I like to call her Catherine, quite frankly, in my opinion. Catherine's parents are going to be there, and I think that also Catherine's sister and her family. Pippa just gave birth. Catherine has a brother. Catherine has a sister. You know, she's a quite nice, big, well-rounded family there. So what I'm getting is Catherine's family is going to be there. Okay, take that how you will. It's not anything to read deep into unless you don't like Catherine. If you don't like Catherine and you're watching the video, let's keep it real. You're gonna see this as, you know, a nudge in the elbow, a little kick to the curb here. That's how you're gonna see it. But what I'm getting is that Catherine's family is going to be in attendance. So what I'm seeing is the formality in which they walk in, or they're aligned. Catherine's family will be very close behind. Like whether it's on the outside when they're leaving or whatever, like they're going to focus more upon Charles, Catherine, William. So if Meghan goes, it's an energy of either Meghan is going to kind of try to escape criticism, escape the camera, which is not like her, but it does feel like she doesn't really want people to talk about her. So like I said, I don't see Meghan having the same kind of energy. If she does go, which we haven't confirmed or denied yet, it feels like Catherine's family and Charles are going to be up front. So it's mainly focusing upon Charles and William is what I'm feeling here. Because this is not Westminster, this is Windsor Castle, right? So it's not going to be as big as Westminster. Even though Westminster was my choice that I would have preferred to see this funeral at, just because Diana was laid there, not laid there, excuse me, had her funeral there. The Queen's mother did. It's a very beautiful, I mean, I've seen it in person many, many times. It's gorgeous. Westminster is, I got chills. Like when I was able to visit back last February again, and I wanted to do a tour, but by the time we got there, it was kind of close. It was kind of cutting it close, and we weren't able to do the full tour, but I did go in the gift shop and we were able to do some parts, but not the whole thing. And when I got there, I had goosebumps because all I could envision was the royal weddings, and the funerals that were there, right? So for me, I was thinking, oh, okay, Prince Philip could have the funeral there. But then automatically, like I said in my other two videos, I felt like, okay, if it's going to be on a more smaller scale, they're going to pick Windsor Castle, St. George's Chapel, something like that. And I was correct. So it is Windsor Castle. So because think about it, because of the smaller setting, it doesn't feel like it's going to be this situation where the royal members are fighting for attention. It's a very solemn event. It's not supposed to be like a wedding, it's not a wedding. So the energy that I'm getting is that they're going to be very calm, very classy. It's going to be very relaxing. It's going to be very smooth. It's not going to be the situation where you're trying to see what designer somebody has on, or it's not like Meghan's wedding, obviously, where she had a bunch of celebrities, and you're trying to catch if there's Oprah and there's if there's David Beckham and Victoria Beck. Like, it's not that kind of energy. Like, nobody's checking for who's wearing what. Nobody's necessarily, the public we are as a public, but the actual royal family themselves, they're not checking to see what designer this person's wearing, or, they're not checking for that. It's going to be about Prince Philip's life, Prince Philip's legacy. So let's pull some more. Do they want Meghan to go? Woman holding a coin. So there we have the same symbolism again. Okay, a woman's holding a clock. So kind of clock timekeeper device. The card of deceit in reverse. There's coins right there, money, and there's money again. Okay, so money, money, money. Oh, the door to value just came out almost. I saw that card there. Do they want her to go? Financial constraint. Told you, money, money, money. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, number 41. It's a beautiful card there. Beautiful card there. Okay, so what I'm going to say is they're more focused on the funeral, okay? They're not going to disrespect her if she goes. They're not going to necessarily, I see her talk to her, really. To be honest with you, I don't really see them talking to her. Like if she goes, I'm sure I feel for some reason I'm feeling, I can never say her name 100%. I wish it's like, I always kind of pronounce it differently. Camilla. I'm just going to say Camilla. Because I think of Kamala Harris, and their names are kind of similar, the K, the C, right? So what I'm picking up here with Charles's wife is I'm seeing her talk to Meghan. If Meghan does go, I am seeing her briefly chat with her. That's the only royal member I'm seeing in the energy here based upon the cards that's going to kind of go out of their way to have a conversation, a brief chat, a brief little nod with her. I don't see anybody else really putting in a lot of effort to actually talk to her. And also because it's a funeral, like I said. So there's bigger things at hand than just Meghan is what I'm getting here. It's not all about her, okay? It's not all, I know in America, a lot of people in America think that it's like a Meghan event, prime time special, everyone's asking when if Meghan's going to go, what she's going to wear. In the States, we don't really, they're not caring like that. But with the royal family, it's totally different. Okay? It's completely different. It's not that kind of energy at all. It's not about the fanfare. It's not about necessarily, what Meghan thinks, what Meghan's wearing. They're not concerned like that. Okay, which I'm not saying that they're doing it on purpose. It's just that they have other things. They have bigger fish to fry. Okay, they have bigger fish to fry. So the only person coming up here that I'm picking up on is Charles's wife. I don't see anybody else really feeling drawn to talk to her if she goes. Okay. Adjacent possibilities. All right. And I'm going to move on to the next question. Is Meghan likely to go or unlikely to go? Is what is the energy showing us? Okay. Let me cleanse the deck here. So all the cards face upright. And so I can actually ask the question, okay? Because if all the cards are like upright and all messed up and some are showing, some are not, that's not really, I feel like cleansing the deck here before I ask this question, okay? Alrighty. So we're going to ask the question now. Is Meghan going to go? Now, she has free will, and so does Harry. So like I said, this couple gives me lots of sneaky vibes. I don't have anything against them. I'm just saying their energy is very sneaky. So I saw, and you know what, you all, I actually saw an article that was saying that Harry could use an excuse if he wanted to. But we all know that Harry's going to be going. Now, how about this deck? I don't see any updates if she's going or not still. It's 9:33. Oh, it's still very early. I mean, over there in the UK or London, England, I know it's a time difference. I was born and raised there, if you guys didn't know, but I'm in the States now. I know there's a time difference. I'm just cleansing the cards while I'm just fixing the cards before we shuffle here. So they're all arranged upright. Okay, so if it comes out reverse, you know it's out. So basically, if I pull the card in reverse, you know it's reversed for a reason, because all the cards are upright. And I've cleansed both decks now. I've cleansed both decks. Okay, that I'm going to be using now. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's see. I don't see any update still. I'm shocked a little bit. All right, let's see. Okay, so is Meghan gonna go? Okay, even if she changes her mind and I say one thing and then the opposite happens, it is what it is. Okay, this is just the current energy at 9:34 a.m. in the morning on the Saturday, April 10th, the day after we've heard of the passing. King of Pentacles. Okay, as a first card here. Is Meghan going to be going? Okay, what's the energy tip to? Six of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, there's lots of money cards. Lots of money cards, you all. Is Meghan going to be going? To the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, please. The moon upright. Interesting. Nine of Wands. This energy is very strange, you all. It's very hard to read here. Because all the cards seem like she feels defeated. And it's not giving me a clear yes. It's not giving me a clear yes. It's not. And, that's how I interpret the cards is it's either yes or no. You see what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be this difficult. So, which means she's undecided. Meghan is undecided if she's going to go or not. And keep in mind, she's pregnant. And so I know a lot of American people I saw on social media were saying that, oh, she's pregnant, the pandemic, she's not going to go. A lot of Americans were saying, oh, well, she's pregnant. Oh, she's pregnant. But I mean, you have to understand that pregnancy is not a sickness. Okay, pregnancy is not a sickness, right? Just like menstrual cycles, it's natural, it's nature. A woman's body is designed differently from a man. So she's a royal. Even though she stepped down as a senior royal, she's still Harry's wife. So she has different privileges. She has different access. Let's be real. Besides, medical professions at, a local hospital, because of Meghan's status, let's get real. They could write her a letter of pardon, like anybody, anything they can get. Like, let's get real. If Meghan was to go to, St. Mary's Hospital, where I believe a lot of other royal members had their children, she can go there and they can give her a pass. They can say to her, oh yeah, you're safe to travel. It's not recommended. I know it's not recommended, but the Queen can send over a private jet. The Queen can do anything she wants, practically. So if they want her to be there, she'll be there, is what I'm saying. Okay. So even how I'm shuffling the cards, it feels like Meghan feels defeated. Yeah, the Sun card. There she is again. There she is again. See? That's Meghan. That's Meghan. cleansed all the decks, cleaned all the cards. Let's see. Nine of Swords. It feels to me like Meghan does not feel welcome to go to this funeral. That's the energy that I'm getting. Like it's a lot of contemplation. It's not a clear yes. Okay, that's what I will tell us all. Based upon my cards here, it's not a clear yes. It's not a solid yes for Meghan. It feels like if she does go, there could be an argument, the Tower. There could be some kind of bad news or tabloid story. I'm really hoping here that this is not like Samantha or her father, because that's what it's kind of feeling like to me. Like maybe they're going to do another interview. Maybe TMZ is going to reach out to somebody in her family and say, hey, what's going on? And talk about her again for money. It's just not good energy, you all. Yeah, she feels like she's defeated. Whatever kind of plan she had, it's not going her way. So it feels like to me, whatever she has planned for this occasion it's not going to go her way. So basically, whatever her choice is, it's going to be the opposite. So like, for example, if she wants to stay in Montecito in her mansion in California and hang out, it's going to be the opposite of that. She'll have to go. Now, the other side is that if she does want to go, she may not be allowed to go. So it's that kind of energy where whatever she wants, it's going to be the exact opposite of what she gets in regards to the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral. So it's like, it's kind of like a mind game. It's a mind game. Like if Harry was to tell Charles or tell the Queen something, they have to kind of say it in a roundabout way to get what they want. If they're just being straight up and direct, they're not going to get what they want. They're not going to get the accommodation. I'm even hearing security. I'm hearing security. Okay, that could be an excuse is, oh, the security, it's not safe. Something about security here is coming up. I know that there was some stories about stalkers. And I also saw an article saying how they had to call the police 9 times, something like that on record because of invasions. So in another reading I did either on Vimeo or, no, it wasn't Vimeo, on YouTube, I told you all that in part 1 of the Oprah and Harry, Meghan and Markle reading, I also did a part 2 on Vimeo that you all can check out and get, okay, for yourself. I told you all that she wants to move eventually. She wants to move soon because where they're currently at in California, she doesn't like all this intrusion, all this, it's one thing for paparazzi, it's one thing for photo ops and, opportunities to show off what she's wearing. Victoria Beckham's line is gorgeous and she could show off what Victoria Beckham gifted her or what she purchased. But when it comes to her privacy, like her real life at her mansion, she doesn't want people just walking in, into her house. She doesn't want people necessarily trying to drive around their house and take pictures of her. She doesn't want that kind of life, even though that's what she's getting. That's not what she wants. Meghan does not want to be rubbed the wrong way. is how the cards are coming across to me with the Nine of Wands, the Moon card, the Nine of Swords, and the Tower. Okay. She doesn't want people to rub her the wrong way. I'm going to grab my charger. I'm live. Be right back, you all. I've actually gone on longer than I expected, which is great for you and me because we have more info about the situation at hand. And there's a lot to cover. You know what I'm saying? I could do a part 2. If I do a part 2, I'll keep you all tuned in and I'll link it in the box below for purchase. If I do an extended, which I don't think I will because I'm already past an hour, but I if I feel led to, I will. If there's more questions I want to ask in a part 2. Okay, you all? And you can also follow me on Vimeo. Okay, we're back. I have 8%. 8 is a very high vibration number. Okay. So let's go back to the question at hand here. Because Meghan's energy is very complex. Like, this is a very heavy energy. And I'm sure a lot of you can tell on the camera the difference between the first part and now we're getting into Meghan. It's very, like, even more so Meghan, it's very heavy energy. My energy is high, but her energy is really low. So I see a lot of excuses. We have a death card. Death card, Scorpio. Scorpio is also Prince Charles, the Eight of Wands. Okay, so whatever the decision is, it is going to be posted on social media. It is going to circulate on social media. It's going to make a lot of head waves. So whether it's yes or no, every news organization and major tabloid magazine is going to exploit the situation. Whether it's yes or no, they're going to harp on the situation. So whether it's yes or no, Eight of Wands is also a card about circulation. It has a lot of different meanings, a lot of deeper meanings than just quick communication, right? So this is also, for a lot of readers, including myself, intuitives like myself, it's also a card about social media, okay? Word of mouth, talking here, talking there. So like I said, I'm feeling energy about Meghan's family. So hopefully somebody, or okay, I'm also getting Gayle King. So hopefully there's not like a leaked videotape or like a leaked audio of her making fun of Prince Philip or making fun of the situation. Meghan needs to be careful. I feel like somebody's trying to set her up here, but that's not her friend. There's somebody in Meghan's that's not really her friend and not a good employee. And somebody may go to the press and say that she was talking badly about Prince Philip. It could be a complete outright lie. It doesn't really matter. If the media can get a hit off of it, they're going to try it. Unfortunately for Meghan, she's walked willingly into a trap where the media feeds off of her. And she gives them ammunition, like she gives them stories to talk about. Like Oprah's best friend, Gayle King, I'm seeing her energy here. So whatever the decision is, she's also going to talk about it. And she's also going to put her 2 cents in it. And she could possibly even call Harry. So and the situation will be exploited even more. Eight of Swords. Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Okay, so the Two of Cups with the Page of Swords. Wow. So her decision is going to be based upon what people think about her. That's what the cards are telling me. Because the Two of Cups is giving me hope that maybe Harry will bring her along. That's what I'm hoping I'm seeing here. But then the other cards make me feel like she is nervous. She's nervous. She's nervous. She's definitely nervous to go to England, be on English soil. She's not feeling it. She would prefer to be in California. Okay. She really would. Four of Cups reverse, Knight of Wands. I think that, and what I'm getting here is that once Harry confirms the trip over across the pond, I think Harry will turn to Meghan and say, what do you say? How are you feeling, dear? You know, do you want to see Grandmama? Do you want to see, which is basically the Queen of England? You know, do you want to see them? You know, are you prepared to basically walk into the lion's den? It does feel like Harry would love for his wife to go, but he's also concerned about this pregnancy. So it's up in the air. I could honestly tell you all it's split 50-50. I could genuinely tell you that. Four of Wands, Judgment, the Hangman. Now, I would hate for this to happen for her, especially if she, you know, with the pregnancy and all that. It would really suck if she was to pick out her outfit last minute, you know, and go last minute. Because it is far away. You know what I'm saying? California to England, we're talking at least 4 to 6 plus hours, depending upon what kind of transportation they use. If it's going to be private or commercial or economy or first class, you know, it's going to depend upon what the Queen gives Harry. Because remember now, according to Harry and Meghan, they were stripped of security. They had to pay for their own security. So let's think about this now. This is not the same situation we're talking about when Diana passed away or when Harry was a third wheel to William and Catherine. Harry is a grown man. Harry is a husband. Harry is a father. And according to them, they didn't have any security. Tyler Perry, the billionaire Tyler Perry. I actually, by the way, you all, I've seen Tyler Perry live. I've been to one of his plays live, and it was excellent. 5 stars across the board. Great man, you could tell. Came from humble beginnings. Now he's a billionaire. More power to him, right? I love Tyler Perry, actually. And what I'm getting you all is that Tyler Perry had to provide security according to what their narrative is. We don't know the truth. We don't see their bank account. We don't know how much security. I don't know how much their security would cost you all. But if they were to go back to England and they got to pay for their security, can they even afford that? Like, no tea, no shade. Can they afford that? Like, Harry hasn't started his job yet. Harry hasn't gotten his salary yet. His salary is not fixed yet, you all. Harry was just announced for this key position role at this mental health tech hub in Silicon Valley. Harry is not really immersed in the job yet. He hasn't, if we're going to talk about a real job, if it's a real job, he's going to have a salary. He's not an entrepreneur in that fact. He would be on a salary, is what I'm assuming, a fixed income from that job, right? So let's think about this now. This is going to cost money. And the card, let me show you all. The card that I pulled earlier said financial constraint, did it not? There it is. Number 13, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 is about stability. The elements, water, earth, air, fire. If we want to add the more Zen teachings, we could also add wood, copper, air, other things like that, right? But it's still 4 elements: fire, water, earth, air. Storm warning, a broken heart. So this is going to cost them money. Can they even afford this? Do they even want to spend the extra money, is what I'm getting here? Like, the queen would have to give them a favor, you all. If Meghan goes, it's going to cost a lot of money. So now that I'm diving deeper into the cards and taking my time with explaining to you all what the complexity of this energy is with Meghan, Philip, Meghan, Harry, Meghan, Harry, Philip, it feels to me that this could be the holdup. Alongside the pregnancy, alongside the British media, alongside the drama, it's going to cost some money. It's going to cost some money. And she's pregnant. So imagine the security. Seven of Swords again with the Page of Pentacles. So here's what I'll say. I'm feeling right now that in Meghan's heart, it's a clear no. She would prefer to stay in America, okay? But in terms of being by Harry's side, it's a yes. It's very complex. It's a no and a yes in regards to her own choice. Now, if she has no choice and she's requested by Harry and the family to go, then she'll go. Simple as. But when it comes to Meghan, what Meghan wants and getting what Meghan wants to get, it feels like she's on the fence. You know, she's thinking about the brand. She's contemplating her pregnancy. She's not sure if this is the best move for her mental health, for her image. It's all about, the whole package. The whole package. Yes, look at the card, you all. Look at this card. Anxiety. I told you all, she's very anxious. She has knots in her stomach. Her throat chakra is closed. She feels detached. She doesn't feel comfortable. Harry is the one that's going to tip this the other way. Harry is the only one that can convince her or help convince the doctor that she should go, that she should make this trip. He's the missing piece here to her decision. But she's very unhappy. And the windows in this card in the background remind me of Westminster Abbey, actually. It's a very British looking card. It's a beautiful card. This actually kind of looks like Catherine a little bit, but it's not her. But the Catherine plays with her hair like that a lot. A lot of the royal members normally put their hair back. Like if you look at their royal appearances, they normally always have their hands in their hair. Like Catherine always pushes her hair back to the side. She always fixes her hair. So this is like giving me lots of Catherine vibes. So maybe Meghan's anxious about seeing Catherine, right? Meghan is anxious about seeing Catherine again after the allegation she said about her. You know, Meghan said that Catherine made her cry. Anxiety. So she's thinking about this. She wants to take action. She's going to take a mental step back and think about this, and then she's going to take action. It could be last minute decision, okay? The action card, number 17. Right before number 17, we have number 18. It's all synchronized. It's all coming out the way it should, right? So anxiety, right after anxiety, we have action. So she does want to take action, which makes me feel that she may last minute say that she wants to go. You know, if she can go, I feel Harry's going to be able to convince her. Okay. But this is not set in stone. I feel that this could fluctuate. This could definitely fluctuate, you all. What did I tell you? Spirit is here, man. Indecision, Exhibit A. I told you my cards don't lie. She's not decided, you all. Indecision, number 8. Lucky number 8. She's not sure. She's not sure. She's not sure. That's the truth. Harry is the only one, listen carefully, who can convince her to go to this, who can be a support, emotional support. She's worried about Catherine. Something about Catherine she's worried about. Let me pull some cards for that. Yeah, she's not decided yet. I'll obviously follow up. Once we get that breaking news, if she's going to go or not, I'll follow up, okay? So make sure you have a thumbs up for that content, okay? Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. The money. It's almost like the vibe I'm getting here is like, does she feel, excuse me, you all, does Meghan feel that Harry and her, you know, have better things to do? Like, it gives me work vibes, you know, like making deals, you know, calling Disney executives. Like, does she have other things that she rather do? Is that why I keep getting the Ace of Pentacles with the action and indecision? Like, is she like, oh, you know what? I'm safer in America. And, it's crazy I bring this up, you all, because on social media, once again, looking at the public's reaction, I was seeing lots of tweets about people saying that what if she has like, what if there's like a security risk? Quite a lot of people were saying, oh my God, is that the best idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the best idea? So I think that collectively, whether you love, hate, whatever, like, we all have, our opinions are all meshing in, all our feelings are meshing in, and everybody's kind of seeing the different sides of how this could go down. But I do see drama. I see drama regardless. So she's not set. Harry, I feel, is going to make this decision for her last minute. Okay. That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting really anything else. It's totally split down the middle. And it's really about, right, the timing, surrender to the divine. It's all about the timing, you all. I'm not saying that Meghan's a very spiritual person. I know she works with crystals. I know that she's consulted witch doctors before, which is not necessarily spirituality. That's more so hoodoo or voodoo. That's witchcraft. In the realm of that, you know what I'm saying, practicing dark magic. But it feels like Meghan is tapping into her intuition here. It feels to me, you all, that if Meghan feels like she's not going to have a good time and there's going to be like an accident or issues, she's not going to go. It doesn't matter what she tells the media. It doesn't matter what she puts on the website. If last minute she feels like she's not safe, she's not going to go. Harry will have to go by himself. But I have a feeling that Harry may pull her through, whether he's dragging her through or pulling her through or carrying her through. It feels like if Harry can get to her, in her mind, she will go. Like, and if she has a sign off and she has a pardon, then she'll go. Yeah, working a lot. Your hard work is paying off. So they're in Hollywood making moves, man. Right? Harry and Meghan are up in Hollywood making moves. And, there's a little bit of hope in Meghan's heart that maybe this will give the public a different perspective about her. If she does go, it's like she's kind of wishing upon a star. Like, what if I can reset how people see me? What if I can change people's minds? Now, I know a lot of you are laughing as I'm saying this, but this is what she's saying, right? She's saying, what if I can go and convince people that I'm not what they think I am? 88 again. Don't you just love the number 8, you all? I do. Number 8 again. 8. She feels helpless and she feels hopeless. She feels that she can't make a decision. She's not sure, okay? She's not convinced. So that's the bottom line, you all. She's not convinced. She's not convinced that people are going to kiss the ground she walks on. That's what she wants. She wants everybody to cheer. Oh, hooray, it's Meghan. She's here. Like, she wants everybody to be in jubilee seeing her at the funeral. Okay, if she doesn't get that, you're going to see this basically at the funeral. You're going to see dirty looks. You're going to hear gossip. You're going to see scandal. You heard it here first, okay? You're going to see dirty looks if that's what this is going to be, okay? If this is how it's going to go down, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of side-eyeing. You're going to see a lot of whispering. You're going to see a lot of kind of dark energy. You're going to see it on her. You're going to see it and feel it on her. if this is what's not going to go her way. But the energy to me, you all, feels like whatever the decision she wants is not going to go her way. So for example, if she wants to stay in California, it's not going to go her way. She's going to be dragged to England. If she wants to go to England, they may have some kind of barrier where she can't necessarily get in. And it's going to be awkward. It'd be kind of sad to see Harry by himself. It's going to be a dark energy. So we'll see how this pans out. But I think that the natural inclination of us all is, okay, well, Harry's going, so Meghan's going too, right? Like that's what we're all saying. But because of the nature of what's gone down between William and Harry, remember, William has not seen Harry in months. Let's not forget this, you all. William is also going to come face to face with Harry. So it's going to be awkward either way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be awkward either way, but Harry is going to go. Unless last minute they say, listen, we're more comfortable over here. We don't have, security. Like, unless there's some kind of like major excuse, I do believe that Harry will still go. But Meghan, it seems like it's very lukewarm. It's a very lukewarm energy. It's actually kind of cold, lukewarm cold. It's just teetering and tottering in between, which is like 60% yes, 40% no. But just because the 60% is higher doesn't mean that the 40% cannot still be valid. And then last minute, it's 100% she's not going to go, right? Whatever happens, she wants to nurture herself. She wants to be nurtured. She wants to be loved. She wants Harry by her side. She wants to feel loved. She wants to feel adoration. And if she's put in a position where she feels like she's not going to feel healthy and not like herself, she will not go. It's that simple. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the amazing contributions to the channel and likes and thumbs up and shares. All 300 plus of you live here, 301 now, 92 likes. Thank you all so much, you all, from the bottom of my heart. I love reading for you all. I'm a proud Brit. I'm living in the States now since I was young. I came over here when I was like 7 years old, just turning 7. I came over here in the States, and I was in England. I was in England last year. I have a lot of family still in England, and I would love to go back very, very soon. The pandemic sucks, but I definitely plan on going back at least for 2 weeks to stay in the near future, very, very soon. And I just want to say, you all, for those who are mourning for Prince Philip, and, we're all sad and, a little bit shocked about this all, especially on the heels of the Oprah interview, all the best to the royal family. I'll be watching the funeral. Okay, I'll be watching. I may cover that live or show you all my reaction, or I'll figure something out. I will keep you all definitely updated. But I will be watching the funeral. Okay, I'll be watching it, and it will be very, very beautiful. We'll see Catherine. We'll see William. We'll see the Queen. It's gonna be great. Okay, so thank you all for watching again. Over 100 likes. Thank you all so much. I'm really, really honored, and it's just amazing that I've been able to cover this couple, and even though this is a sad situation, we're still going to get to see the family back together, and I'm very happy that we're going to see Harry brothers together again. That's going to be a beautiful sight to see. I cannot wait. Much love to you all. God bless. Namaste. Bye.